Hello everyone and welcome to Square One's 1:15 Wednesday wonderful Pilates session. Today I've got Lucy here again assisting me, and let's get straight into it everyone. So let's come to lying down on your back, Lucy. We're going to have our knees bent and our feet flat. Now these are the little workouts that we can all do at home that require no equipment, only a mat and a smile. So we're going to have the arms down by the sides. We're going to be broad and wide through our shoulders and our collarbones. We're going to take an inhale breath to prepare Lucy. And as we exhale, we're just going to tuck our pelvis and imprint our lower spine down into the mat. And then inhale as we roll the pelvis and have a little arch underneath our lower back. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, imprint the lower spine. And then inhale, roll the pelvis the other way and arch underneath the lower back. Excellent. So just checking in with how our back is feeling today, making sure that through the duration of our workout today, everyone at home in your living rooms, that we're working within the context of our own body. So if we've got any sore bits or any niggly bits or any injuries, don't push it. Just do what feels safe for you. And if you have any little question marks on should I be doing this, shouldn't I be doing it, just sit it out today. Leave us a little comment. Write to us over the private messages if you want to, and we can respond back to you. Let's start a dialogue between us and you. Excellent. Now, if this is enough, stay with this version. Otherwise, we're about to go straight into some bridges. So Lucy's going to curl her tailbone under, peel up into a bridge, coming up just to the tips of her shoulder blades. She's going to take an inhale breath here, and she's going to exhale to roll back down through her spine again, imprinting each vertebra one at a time, all the way down. Pelvis rolls back to neutral. Exhale, curl the tailbone under, rolling up all the way. Inhale here, and exhale to roll back down. Very nice, Lucy. Now, we'll do 3 more of these, and what I'd like us all to do is make sure that our shoulders are melting broad and wide down into the mats. We've got long, elegant necks, and we're very relaxed through the muscles of our facial expression. Beautiful work, team. 2 more of these, rolling up. And just a little shout out, my Auntie Kathy from Lilyfield is watching today. Hi, Auntie Kathy, hope you're doing it, not just watching it. Rolling down, and this time, pause here everyone. Just scoot your feet in a little bit closer towards your bottom. And then what we're going to do is we're going to roll up into another bridge here, pausing up at the top here, making sure we've got that curve through the lower back. We're now going to keep our pelvis still and rise up onto both of our tippy toes, and then lower both of the heels back down to the ground. Exhale, rise up onto the tippy toes. Inhale to lower the heels back down. But it should be causing a lot of work in through the backs of the glutes and in through the hamstrings. Fantastic. We'll do 4 more of these. Nice work, Lucy. You feeling that?
Yep.
Yeah, good. How's your elbow this week?
Much better.
Much better, good. Poor Lucy's had a sore elbow all week, so we won't be doing any elbow work today. Nice. 2 more, Lucy. And 1 more, rising up onto the tippy toes and peeling back down through the spine. Keep those heels lifted. Roll down all the way. Make sure those knees are still pointing up to the roof. And then exhale, place the heels back down. Good. Now we're going to keep both of the heels down. We're just going to practice some tabletop movements. We'll float the right leg up into a tabletop position. First of all, finding thigh vertical, shin horizontal, and then place the foot back down into its footprint on the mat. Exhale as you float the left leg up into your tabletop position here. Beautiful. And then lower that foot back down into its footprint. Excellent. We'll do 1 more on each side of this just to demonstrate this for everybody at home. Now, if this is enough for you, stick with this version. This is really good. It'll start to get your tummy working and it'll start to work into your hip muscles. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, we'll bring 1 leg up, then we'll bring the other leg up with you, pausing here. Funnel the ribs down towards the hips, draw those tummy muscles in, and then we're now going to extend the right leg long towards the wall over there. And then inhale, bring that leg back in, and then exhale, stretch the left leg out long. Inhale, bring it back in. Now we know from the last couple of weeks that the longer and the lower that we go with this leg, the more that we're going to work into our abdominal muscles. So if we can lower the legs down, send them lower. Excellent. And we really focus on drawing in these front tummy muscles. Beautiful work, Lucy. Let's do 3 more of these. Nice. And remember, everybody, we're doing it in time with the breath. Take the exhale breath out and the inhale breath back in. Beautiful. Whichever leg we're on, we're going to stretch it long out now, and we're going to hold it out here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fold it back in and then stretch the other leg out long and low, holding it here for 6, 5. Keep that tummy connected at home, everyone. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg back in and pop the feet back down onto the ground one at a time. Let's now combine that movement with our bridge. So from here, we're going to peel back up into our bridge that we've been working on. Keeping the hip bones level with each other, we're going to float the right leg up into a tabletop position. Inhale as we pop that foot back down into its footprint, and then exhale, float the left leg up into tabletop. Inhale, pop that back down into its footprint. Floating it up, placing it down. Excellent. Now, if this is a little bit too much for our lower back or for our pelvis, just stick with the version where we roll up and down into the bridge. If this is the right level for us here with the marching, stay with it. Or if you'd like more, float the right leg up, pause here, then stretch that leg long away, and then inhale as you fold it back in. Exhale, stretch it out. Inhale, bring it back in. And yep, keep going, Lucy. Let's make sure that both of the hip bones are level with each other, like we've got that little imaginary spirit level across the top of the hips this week. Last week we were a monkey. We had that little monkey tail extending, remember? Now, from here, we're going to stretch this right leg out long. We're going to pause with it here. Notice how the 2 knees are in line with each other. We're going to lower this leg down straight and then bring it back up to the level of the knee. Lower it down, bring it back up. So we're starting to work into some yummy hip extension. So we're opening up through the front of that hip, and we should be really burning in through the back of the leg that's supporting. Is that going on down there, Lucy? Yep. She nods for the audience. You might not be able to see at home. 3 more of these, everyone. Nice. Make sure that right hip bone is still lifted. Hips are level with each other. And lower it down. Bring it back up, fold the leg into tabletop, place the foot down, and then we'll bring the left leg up into tabletop. Excellent. Now, from here, we exhale as we stretch the leg long, and then we inhale to fold it back in. Exhale, stretching it out. Inhale, bringing it back in. Nice. Now, keep going with this, everyone. Again, make sure that we're level through the hips. I don't mind how far in or out this leg is going, but I do mind if our pelvis is staying level, okay? Now remember, we're working at our own level. If this is enough for us, we stay with this. If we'd like a little bit more, Lucy does. We're going to stretch this leg out, lower it down, and then bring it back up, keeping it straight. Excellent. Now, I've had a few of my patients this week comment on how challenging they're actually finding some of the mat exercises. Not a lot of people know, but Joseph Pilates invented the mat sequence before he invented the equipment. And the equipment was designed to help people access the mat work who couldn't do it on their own. So yes, the mat work can be quite challenging, can't it, Lucy? Yes, it can. Good. 3 more of these, everyone. Get that glute working. We've been sitting on them all day. Let's get them strong. And bring that leg back up, fold it into tabletop, place that foot down, roll back down through the spine nice and slowly. Beautiful. Now, from here, everyone at home, let's take the hands just a little wider. We're going to bring the feet in a little closer and perch them up onto their tippy toes again. Now, from here, the first version is just a leg rock from side to side. This is just to stretch out our lower back. If this is enough for you, stick with this. This is really good to stretch out our lower back and to mobilize through the lumbar spine. If you'd like a little bit more, we're going to float both of the legs up into a tabletop position, and the other one as well. Glue the legs together, heels to heel, knee to knee. Take the legs across to one side and then the legs across to the other side. Now with this movement, I want us to be mindful that we are actually allowing the hip to lift up off the table as the knees go over to the side. I'd like us to imagine that we've got a little book on top of both of our knees, and we're keeping that level with each other, okay? Very nice. Now, again, if this is enough for you, stick with this. This is the intermediate version. Let's now move into the double leg extension. So we'll take the legs over to the side, stretch both of the legs long here, fold them both back in, bring them back into the center, then over to the other side, stretch them back out long here, fold them back in, over to the other side. Nice. Hope you're trying this one at home, Auntie Kathy. I'll call you this afternoon. Stretch the legs long, folding it in. Awesome. So what this is doing now is, as well as mobilizing our lower back, as in giving our lower back some more flexibility, this is now starting to work into our oblique muscles. So the muscles at the front of the body that help us control rotational movements. Stretch the legs long, pause and hold it here for 6, 5, press the opposite shoulder down into the mat a little bit more, 4, 3, 2, 1, fold it back in, take the legs to the other side, stretch them out long and holding it here for 6, 5, opposite shoulder presses down, 4, stretch those toes long, Lucy, 3, 2, 1, bring it back in and keep the legs up in tabletop here. And Lucy's going to take hold behind the back of her thighs. Yep, she's going to take a big inhale breath, fill her lungs with air, and exhale, chin to chest, curling up. Place the feet onto the mat and then bones stack up very tall into our assisted, very tall, Lucy, thank you, into our assisted roll up. Take an inhale breath here, shake, 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 and exhale, roll back down. Start the movement from your pelvis and think about imprinting first of all the lower back, then the middle back, then the upper back, then the head softly rests on a cloud. Inhale here. Exhale, curling up, pressing the feet down towards the ground, acting like a little seesaw. Feet up, sitting up very tall. Take an inhale breath here. And exhale, rolling back down. Good. And I've heard we've got some people doing this live at home. Hi to Tony Park. Hope you're enjoying this. Hope you're feeling a burn in your tummy muscles. Awesome. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to reach the arms out long in front of you here with the palms down, sitting up, down, sitting very tall. Now, from here, keeping the arms horizontal to the earth, we're going to roll down halfway, down to there. Take an inhale breath towards your feet away from you. Inhale, exhale, scoop and curl and roll. Bones stack up tall. Nice. One more of these, then we progress it. Rolling down. Inhale here. Exhale, curling back up. Great. Now, the next version that we can go on to, so either stick with this one if it's your level, or if you'd like a bit more challenge, we're going to roll back, and as we roll back, we're going to open this arm out towards the side. Pause there for a moment, stretch the arms equal and opposite in both directions, and then bring this arm back up here to our start position with the arms that are horizontal to the floor. Rolling down, stretch the arms a little bit longer there for me, Lucy. Feel that widening across our scapulars and bring it back up, sitting very tall. Good. Rolling back, opening the arm out here, hanging back like you're holding onto your jet ski with this front arm here, and coming back up. Nice. Do a few more of these, everyone, and let the size of your movement be dictated by what's happening at your pelvis. Keep those two hip bones level with each other. We've been practicing that since our bridges at the start of the class. Very good. Stretch those arms long, Lucy. Touch both sides of the room. Great. And rolling back. I reckon Lucy can go a little bit further, everyone. Excellent. Coming back up again. And one more either side. Coming back. Stretch the arms long, 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 long. And we're going to hold it here for 6, 5. Draw the tummy in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arm back up and going down to the other side. Holding it down here for 6, 5. Reach the arms longer, Lucy. 4, 3, 2, 1, coming all the way back up. Excellent. Now, from here, Lucy's going to stretch her legs all the way out to straight. Arms along in front of her here. And exhale as we start to roll down again, all the way. Now, if this straight leg version is a little bit too challenging for you, take the arms overhead here, Lucy. If it's too challenging for you, go with the version where we have the hands holding onto the back of the leg. There. Lovely. So rolling back down. So this is the more advanced version. We'll do one more of these and then I'll get Lucy to demonstrate the simpler version. Lovely. Good. One more here, Lucy. Good. If that's too challenging for you, bend the knees, holding onto the back of the legs, and then doing the assisted roll down where we bring the legs up and down with us. Okay? So we'll do 4 more of our own variation, whatever's right for us. Thank you for demonstrating that one, Lucy. Stretch the arms long. We'll do 3 more all together, everyone. Rolling down. Take the arms over the head and bring the arms back up. Curling chin to chest, stretching long. Make sure the arms stay parallel to the thighs. Awesome work. All the way down, reach arms over, and arms come back up, curling up. Stretch the arms long. Beautiful. 2 more. Not very good at counting, am I? I promised us all sorts of numbers. We'll keep going. Great. This time we roll down all the way. And then we're going to keep the arms up here. We're going to bring one leg up towards the ceiling. And we're going to hold onto the leg here and give ourselves a little stretch. So either holding onto the back of the hamstring here, or onto the back of the calf, or if you've got the flexibility, onto the back of the ankle. Lucy's going to demonstrate holding onto the back of the hamstring today, aren't you, Lucy? And we're going to make sure that this underneath foot leg here is long, parallel, and we're going to curl these toes up towards the ceiling. Excellent. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to move into some leg circles. So what's important here is it's not the size of the circle, it's how much control we have over the pelvis and making sure the leg stays straight. So Lucy's going to stretch her leg to where she can, where it's straight. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the leg across the midline of the body, take it down over the top of the other foot, circle it around, and then back up above our hip again. So it's an inhale down and around, and an exhale back up. We'll go just a little bit quicker, Miss Lucy. Inhale around, exhaling back up. Nice. So remembering it's all about pelvic control. We'll do 3 more in this direction. And if anybody at home would like a little additional challenge, you can lift the underneath leg up and keep that underneath leg hovering as you do the leg circle. That's really super challenging. I didn't warn Lucy I was going to do that, so we won't expect her to do it today. But if Holly's at home watching it, you can definitely do it, Miss Holly. Then let's take that leg around and bring it up. Let's work off all those Easter eggs that we've eaten over the weekend. I only had one. I was very well behaved over the weekend, as I always am. Nice. 2 more big leg circles, Lucy. Thank you. And let's fold this leg back in here. Place that foot back down onto the earth. Stretch the left leg up towards the ceiling. Take hold either through the back of the hamstring, back of the calf, or the back of the ankle, whichever yields us the greatest, most effective stretch. Stretch this leg long along the mat here and curl these toes up towards the ceiling. Excellent. Let's try and straighten that leg as much as we can. Enjoy your stretch. Now from here, we're going to move into our leg circle. So take the leg across the body, down, and then back up. And the breathing is inhale across, and then exhale back up. Inhale across, exhaling up. Nice. So do it with a little bit of pace here, everyone. Don't do it too slowly. This is going to challenge us in through our oblique muscles and our tummy muscles, as well as our front hip muscles, our deep hip flexors, our psoas, and our iliacus muscle. Pause with the leg up here. Let's move in the reverse direction, out to the side, and bring it up. Lovely. Nice. Inhale around, exhaling up. Great. And remembering, everyone at home, you can do it with the underneath leg floating up. For the last 3 circles, that'll make it super challenging. Lovely. Lucy and I will work on this during the week and present it to you next week. She's warned. She knows what's going to happen now. And 1 more, Lucy. Great work. Fold that leg back into tabletop, and let's all roll onto our sides to face towards our camera, everyone. So we're going to start with the knees bent here and the heels in line with the bottom. Excellent. Have the underneath waist lifted, and then imagine that there's a little statue behind these hips here and it's staying level. So from here, we're going to now float this entire leg shape up. So the hip, the knee and the ankle are all parallel to the floor. From here, we're going to skirt this leg along a low-lying little table here, and then inhale as we take the leg backward behind us, and then exhale to carry it back forward again. And what you can see is happening on the screen is that that leg is staying parallel to the earth. Excellent. What you can't see here, but what I want you to stay present with, is that the pelvis is staying stacked. So that top hip is not rolling back towards the wall behind you, but the two hip bones are staying the same distance from the computer that's in front of you, or the phone, or the iPad, or whatever device you might be watching this on today. Nice. Now, we should be starting to feel that sense of warmth in through the side of this hip here. This is our gluteus medius muscle, very important muscle for balance. And what we'll do now is we're going to carry this leg forward, and we're going to draw little circles, keep that knee bent, we're going to draw little circles here with our knee. Lovely, around and around, and we're going to do it for 10, 9, 8, 7, a little bit quicker, Lucy, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then reverse the direction of your circle for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Then let's pop this leg down onto the mat in front of us. Stretch the underneath leg out straight. Bring this knee as far back as we can so the hips are stacked. Then reach the underneath leg out long, and you're going to exhale as you lift the underneath leg up, and then inhale to lower it back down. Very nice. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale to lower it back down. Good. Now, we've been doing this one for a few weeks now, so we should be starting to get a little bit more strength through the inner thigh and a little bit more stable through our torso here. So if you'd like a little bit more of a challenge, you can stretch this top arm up towards the ceiling, but make sure this rib cage is staying connected here. If you feel like your pelvis is rocking or it's a bit too challenging with the arm up, keep that hand down flat in front of your rib cage. Awesome. Now, from here, we're going to lift this leg up, lovely, and we're going to do little circles again for 10, 9, 8. Keep that knee straight, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse the direction of the circle for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift that leg a little higher at the end. Enjoy it for a little bit longer. Thank you. And pop that foot back down. Stretch the top leg out. Pop it long in front of it. Place this hand back down in front of your rib cage. We're going to bring the legs just a little bit to the front corner of our mat here, everyone. Keep this underneath waist lifted and engaged. We're going to lift both of the legs up together, and then inhale to lower them both back down. Very nice. Exhale, bring them up. Inhale to lower them down. Now, it's not about height, this movement. It's about this pelvis, keeping this pelvis level. So the base model is keeping the hand down and onto the ground in front of your rib cage. If you'd like a little bit more challenge, as Miss Lucy does, she's going to reach her top arm up towards the ceiling again, which is going to make it a little bit more challenging for her to control her pelvis, which means she's going to get more work through her side waist muscles, which will decrease her chance of getting lower back pain, help her if she has lower back pain, and also make her look good when we emerge from quarantine and we can go back to the beach. Now, from here, lift the legs, keep the legs lifted, and we're going to move into our scissors. So we're going to take the top leg forward and the back leg back, reconnect them, and then to the other side. Now, if your arm is up here, this will be really challenging. Even with your hand down onto the ground, it should be quite challenging as well. And again, this is just working us a little bit deeper into our waist muscles and into the top hip muscle, this glute med, and the underneath muscle of the, Good. Do it again, Lucy. Do it again. Hold. And over the legs. Pause here for a second. Oops, scissor them open. Nice. And bring them back together. Well done, Spunk. Lower the legs down. And let's everyone fold the knees for us here. Let's keep the underneath arm bent. Stretch the top arm out long in front of you. And we're going to open this top arm up into our book opening. So the pelvis remains stacked. Arm comes up. Twist and rotate the rib cage around. Pause here for a second, everybody. I'd like you to think about the ribs of the underneath side, and I'd like you to push those ribs up towards the tablet in front of you or around towards the ceiling, because where the underneath ribs go, the top ribs will follow. Bring the top arm back up to the ceiling and then lower the hand back down there again. Excellent. Bring that arm up to the roof. Think about the underneath ribs coming forward and rotating and bringing it back down again. Beautiful work, Lucy. We'll do 3 more book openings like this. Beautiful. And do it in time with the breath. Exhaling, opening the arm up, twisting and rotating around. Inhale here. Exhale to take it back. Very nice. 2 more, 1 more of this, Lucy. I'm counting today. Awesome. Great. Last one. Pausing here, everyone. Turning the head, looking towards the back of the room, enjoying a nice little stretch. And bring that arm back up and over. And then we'll spin around, everyone. So we'll pop your head up at the other end of the mat so we can remain facing towards the screen. Underneath arm is underneath the head like it's a pillow. Knees are bent. Float this entire top leg shape up off. So the hip, the knee, and the ankle parallel to the floor. Underneath waist is a little bit lifted here, so there's room for space and air. Exhale as we take this leg forward, and then inhale as we take the leg ever so slightly behind us, and then exhale to take it back forward again. Very nice. Just as a reminder, this exercise is working into our glute med, the side glute muscle of this left hip here. And the goal of what we're focusing on, team, is to keep the hip, the knee, and the ankle parallel to the ground. And that'll make sure that we're really focusing the work deep into the side of our hip muscles here. Very important for pelvic stability, standing on one leg, and also very good for what the glutes look like in a pair of jeans. Then pause with the leg forward, and we're going to do our little circles here with our kneecap around for 10, 9, a little bit quicker, Miss Lucy, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse the circle for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pop this leg down in front of us. Stretch the underneath leg out long. Now from here again, we try and bring this top knee back towards us a little bit more so the hips are as stacked as they can be. Underneath leg long and straight. Exhale as we float the leg up, and then inhale as we lower the leg down. Exhaling up, inhaling down. Good. Now remembering, team, we've got a few options here for difficulty. So the first option is to keep the hand down in front of the rib cage. If you'd like a little bit more of a challenge, we reach the arm up towards the ceiling. This will just make it a little bit more difficult to control through our torso. Nice, and keep that arm reaching up long. Beautiful work, Luce. 3 more leg lifts, and it's not about the height of the leg lift, it's about keeping that leg long and straight, and this is to feel the inside thigh muscles of that underneath leg. Now, let's lift this leg up here, and we're going to draw our little circles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reversing your circle for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it a little higher up here at the end, everyone. Enjoy that work through the inside thigh and lowering the leg down. Bend the stretch the top leg out long. Bring the legs a little bit further forward towards the front corner of your mat there, everyone. Again, let's place the hand down in front of the ribcage just to first of all establish the control of our pelvis. Float both of the legs up with an exhale breath, and then inhale to lower them back down. Keep that underneath waist a little bit lifted here, everyone. Good, so you should be able to see a little bit of space and light underneath the waist. Good. Now, if this is challenging enough, stick with this version for the next couple of exercises. If you want more, take this arm straight up towards the ceiling here. Make sure you keep your pelvis stacked, top hip on top of the bottom hip. Nice. Good. And 3 more here, everyone. And float both of the legs up, pausing there. Take the front leg forward and the underneath leg back. Bring them back together and then scissoring to the other side. Awesome, legs back together. Good, now it doesn't matter how wide this scissor is. What matters is that we're keeping the pelvis stacked. That's the important thing. We're cleverly using leverage to get some good contraction out of our muscles. So we're putting ourselves into a challenging to control position and we're asking our body to do it. That's why we feel really good in our side muscles when we do this. Awesome. 2 more. And squeeze the legs back together, lower them down, folding in through the knees here. This top arm here is now going to become our book opening arm. So from here, the arm comes up to the ceiling. We think about the underneath the rib cage, rotating that forward towards the tablet. Inhale there. And exhale, bring the arm all the way back down in front of us. Great work. Open that arm up to the roof. Twist. Think about the underneath ribs coming forward. Exhaling, bring that arm back down. Fantastic work, everyone. And Lucy's doing a really good job of keeping her hips stacked. If you feel like your top hip is rolling back, though, what I'd like you to do is to really squeeze your 2 knees together. If your 2 knees are together, impossible for you to roll your pelvis back. Great. And we'll do 2 more book openings here, team. Enjoy your time doing this. Lovely. And 1 more here, opening the arm out. Pausing here, taking 5 really good deep breaths. Every exhale breath, you twist a little further, a little further, a little further again. 1 more big twist, everyone. And bring that arm all the way back up and over. Wonderful. Let's now come to lying on our tummies, please, everyone. And we're going to place our foreheads down onto our hands. Lovely. Now, from here, what I want you to do, first of all, is I just want you to tuck your pelvis forward and backward. So again, feel how you can curve your lower back or you can flatten your lower back out. The direction I'd like us to go in is where we're curling our tailbone towards our heels, aiming to create just a sensation, a little bit of lift underneath our tummies. Your tummy and belly button probably will be still in contact with the mat, but I want that feeling of aiming to lift it up off the mat. Now from here, we're going to keep our elbows and our hands down onto the ground. We're going to focus on the area where our heart rate monitor or our bra strap would be and above. And we're going to come up into a little bit of extension. So that means upper back bend, and then exhale as we lower back down. Good. Inhale as we come into the upper back bend, and then exhale as we go back down. Very nice. Now, with this upper back bend, this is thoracic extension. This is a movement called our prone extension. We're going to make sure that our tailbone is still reaching down towards our heels and that we're maintaining length through our lower back and that we're not getting compressed and squashy through here. Now, this is the base model exercise of the next couple of exercises that we're going to do. So if this is enough, stick with this one. If you'd like a little bit more, follow Lucy and I. We're going to now connect our foreheads down to our hands, and we're going to bring the elbows and the hands up with us. So, stay connected there, forehead onto the hands, coming up into extension, hovering like a little stingray here, and then back down. Very nice. Inhale as we come up, exhale as we go back down. And the reason why I'm choosing to inhale here, everyone, is I want you to think of your lungs like two balloons, one on either side of your rib cage. And as you inhale, you're filling your rib cage balloons up with air, floating up, and then exhale, lowering it down, letting the air out of your rib cage balloons. Excellent. Now, stay here with this version if this is enough, or if you'd like a little bit more challenge, Lucy's going to lift up, then she's going to reach her left hand down towards her hip that way there, twist, back to the center, and then reach down towards her right hip, back to the center. Lovely, keep going. Oh, no, don't go down, Lucy, keep going with that. Thank you. Back to the center and to the other side. Lovely, we'll do 3 more either side. And again, I want you to focus on your pelvis. Oh, there I am. Keeping your pelvis steady, aiming to keep that spirit level on top of both of the hip bones, and make sure we're staying lifted up in our chest lift here as we're adding the rotation. Very nice. 1 more each side. Twist and pause there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back to the center and rotate around to the other side, holding it here. Reach towards those toes down on the opposite foot down there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand back onto the forehead. Lift up a little higher at the end and resting down there. Beautiful. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, Lucy, and let's pop your bottom down onto your heels back here and have a little stretch. Lovely. So everybody here, have a little stretch at home, and I want you to breathe into the back of your rib cage. And again, we imagine that there are 2 balloons, one on the left side, one on the right side. And as we inhale, we fill the rib cage balloons up with air. And as we exhale, we feel them deflating. Awesome. So we'll take another few really good deep breaths into the back of the rib cage here, everyone. Fantastic work, Lucy. Good. Now, from here, we're going to come up into our mermaid position. So we'll come to facing towards the camera. We're going to have one leg bent in front of us and one leg out to the side. If this is no good on our knees at home, we can do it either with the legs stretched out straight, or you can do it seated on a chair with your 2 legs dangling over. Let's then take the arms out towards the side here. We're going to sit really tall, stack the rib cage on top of our head. We're then going to place this right hand down onto the earth here, and then come up and over to the side here. And you'll notice that Lucy's not going all the way over to the side, but she's creating this wonderful cathedral window-shaped arch on the side here. Come back up tall, Lucy. Place your left hand down onto the ground, and then over into your side bend stretch here, opening up your rib cage. Arm comes back up. Place the right hand down, and then up and over to the other side. Beautiful. Coming back up again and over to the left. Left hand down, stretch the ribs. Fantastic. Once more either side, and then we'll swap the position of the legs. This is really good to stretch out your rib cage, get you feeling really good. Awesome. Back up tall, and then we'll change the positions of the legs, everyone. If you're on a chair, remain on your chair with the legs dangling. Otherwise, let's reach the arms out, sitting very tall. And we'll now place this hand down onto the ground, going up and over, giving ourselves a really good stretch through the rib cage on the side here. Up tall, and then hands down, up and over, having a good stretch. Up tall, thank you, Lucy. And hands down, coming up and over. Very nice. Fantastic. We'll do 1 more on either side, everyone. Really enjoy this mermaid stretch. Excellent. Coming back up tall, then placing both of the hands down onto the mat over here and here, and we'll organize ourselves up into a 4-point kneeling position. Excellent. And we're going to finish off with a few little cat and camel stretches. So from here, making sure that your shoulders are over the tops of your wrists and the hips are over the tops of your knees. Take a big inhale breath to prepare. And as you exhale, arch your back up towards the ceiling. Enjoy that stretch, opening out all the joints on the back here. And then inhale, coming through a long spine, and then looking up towards with the eyes and with the pelvis. Exhale, arching up. Think about the underneath the ribs pressing up towards the sky, and then inhale, coming through a long spine. Good, we remain long through the back of the neck there. Wonderful work. Exhale, coming back up again. Inhale through long spine, arching through the back. And exhale, scooping back up. Good, inhale through long spine. One more here, everyone at home. We'll finish off with our cat stretch up towards the roof. Big, 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 big stretch here. And coming back through a long spine there. And coming to sitting on the edge of the mat for me, please, Miss Lucy. Excellent. Well, where are you going? I'll go this way. Well done, everyone. That was our Wednesday afternoon class here at Square One, joined by Lucy and myself, Jeremy. Thank you for another lovely, fun afternoon. Please leave some comments, thumbs up, little love hearts, whatever you want to leave. There are lots of other choices of emojis too. Please don't feel limited to just love hearts or thumbs up. I will accept other emojis too. And do leave comments. We do like to chat here at Square One. So any questions, if you want anything worked on, leave us a comment, drop us a private message. We want to make this the best possible experience for you in your living rooms during this time. So that's it from Lucy and I at Square One today. So we'll see you again next